Sin. Yeah. Check it. Yeah. Look. Heavyweight, this the heavyweight. Heavyweight, this the heavyweight. Heavyweight, this the heavy. Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jay Sin, coming back at y'all with another one. But real fast, though, listen, man, listen. A lot of people have different definitions of what is real. You know, a lot of people can think shooting somebody is real. A lot of people can think, you know, going to jail is real. Beating somebody up is real. You know, and that's their opinion. I know a lot of those things that I just named and more, you know, is what make you real in the black community. Selling drugs, you know, that's real in the black community. You know what I mean? That make you a real nigga. You know, but nobody named the things that really count, like change. You know what I mean? In my opinion, change is one of the realest things you can ever do, you know, because it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? You making a decision to change your ways. You know what I mean? You making a decision to change your ways and detach yourself from the old you. That's some real ass shit. Because a lot of people not willing to do that. You know, change is one of the biggest and one of the most realest things you can do. Another thing, in my opinion, is taking care of your kids, you know, being there for your family. That is some real shit. That is some real shit. You know, being present in your kid's life, that is real. That isn't mentioned enough in the black community. Taking care of your kids, you know, making changes, doing whatever it takes so you around for your kids and you can be there to raise them. That's real. That's super real, you know. And we forget about so many things. Like we take all of the bad shit. We take all of the bad shit and we say that make you a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the kids that's coming up, they like, well, shit, I want to be a real nigga. And then they hearing some of the ideology that we have with shooting somebody and selling drugs and joining a gang and all that shit. And they see that and they like, okay, so if I want to be real, I got to do that. You know, they're not thinking about, you know, change and, you know what I mean? You know, going to school and, you know, bettering themselves. They're not thinking about that. They don't even know, and they don't even realize that that is what makes them real. Being yourself makes you real. Being different from everybody else make you real, because you're not willing to follow the rest of the crowd. You know what I mean? You're not you're not willing or trying to follow everyone else. You just on your own, doing the things that you love to do. That's what make you real. I don't care how people look at it. That's what make you real. A lot of people out here doing whatever it takes to be like everybody else. Everybody out here is influenced by the wrong things. So guess what? It's landing us in positions that we don't need to be in. God didn't put us here to be real niggas. God didn't put us here just to get caged up in somebody's jail because we wanted to go the route of being a so-called real nigga. Man, listen, I'm gonna leave it at this because I'm keeping this video short. Change, like I said, is one of the realest things you can do. It's one thing, right? Because we all gotta grow, right? We all gotta grow. So we all gotta go through some shit. That's what it's rounded off to. Like, right, when we think about growing, right? When you growing, because we grow most of our life, that means you going through some shit. In order to grow, you're gonna have to go through some shit. You are gonna have to go through some real shit. You are gonna have to have experiences in certain things in order to grow and learn from it. If you're not learning from anything, then you're actually not growing. All right? Let's get that out. If you're not learning, if you haven't learned from any of your experiences, you're not growing. That is not real. That is not real. Being in and out of jail and shooting a bunch of niggas, that's not real. But if you was in these situations, right? Your back was against the wall, or your back ain't even have to be against the wall. You just thought that was the way to be because society said that that's what you need to do and that's what make you real. Bottom line, a lot of people go through a lot of things. A lot of people have done so many things, right? And if you haven't learned from those things and you continuing to do that, listen, that is something that is going to be the cause of your demise. That is going to be the cause of a lot of people's demise. That's why I say making changes is real. You know what I mean? You go through things for a reason. Now, if you had to go to jail, I know a lot of people that done went to jail. They got out, they changed their ways. You know, the mentality of how we were brought up, the things that we thought was cool. Listen, we had to find out for ourselves that it wasn't cool, that it wasn't real, you know, and we don't start living our actual life till later on. We don't start enjoying life. We got to play catch up because we were brainwashed into thinking certain things were real. And we got to get out of that. We got to get out of that. We got to stop looking at people that's different and singling them out and thinking they the ones that ain't right. When deep down inside, you actually the one that's not right. You the one that keep doing the same old things that keep landing you in the same spot. And you the one that's not doing anything to better yourself so you can fly high. You the one that's not connecting yourself with the Most High so you can have your spirits up. You not thanking the Most High for waking you up. Instead, you wasting so much time doing meaningless things. You're not even appreciating the life that you have. While you got people out here trying to make changes in every which way so they can finally start to live because they know how they lived before was bullshit. They know what they was doing before was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I'm going to bring up, right? Because this was, even though this was a movie, this was probably one of the realest moments in the movie Menace to Society. When Kane went to go talk to old boy in jail. When he went to go talk to the man that raised him, it wasn't his father, it was another street nigga. I forgot his name. Parnell. His name was Parnell in the movie. But when he went to go see Parnell in jail, right? You know, Kane didn't even really want to look at him because he knew, you know, already, you know what I mean? He like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He barely wanted to go see him anyways because he didn't like to see him caged up like that. But Parnell kept it 100 with him. You know what I mean? Parnell knew that his baby moms, Ronnie, liked him, loved him. Hell, he could tell that. He could see that girl, he could see that Jada loved him in that movie. You know what I'm saying? But he pretty much gave Kane in that moment the A-OK and told him to leave with her and raise his son. Raise his son and teach him that how we was brought up was bullshit. That was a real moment in that movie. That wasn't just something that they written in that script. That was a real moment. That was a real moment because at that time, right? At that time, while Parnell was sitting in jail, he realized that that wasn't the way. He realized that how he was taught was bullshit. So he told Cain to go that route and teach his son the same thing, that shit is bullshit. He knew he wasn't going nowhere, and his life was messed up sitting in that cage. So that was a very real moment in that movie. And y'all gotta look deeper into things too, man, because that ain't no way to live. And they locking us up. They locking us up any chance they get. And we just giving them every reason to. We giving them every reason to. So that's all I really wanted to say, man. That's all I really wanted to say, man. You gotta listen. We gotta change this whole narrative and ways of thinking. You know what I mean? Because we not listen. We the ones. Listen, we the number one race that's locked up in jail right now. We the ones locked up. That is modern day slavery. They got us. Slavery over, so guess what? We're gonna be slaves to the system. We slaves to the system. So we gotta change that shit. And like I said, change is one of the realest things you could ever do. It's uncomfortable. It ain't always gonna be a good feeling. It's very uncomfortable because you used to living a certain lifestyle. But it's necessary to start living the life that you deserve, the life that God put you here to live. You understand? And that's all I got to say, man. That's my word. My name J-Sin and Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace. First, I'ma get on my grind. Then second, stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get